you can tell, I'm camping. Just out here at Pinchot. Just really wanted to get out and camp. I was gonna camp this weekend, but the weather was like hit or miss. So I decided I'd just go for a hike on the local rail trail. I did like 10 miles, and I just got back to the house and it started raining. That was on Saturday, and it rained all the way through until, well, I mean, everything's still wet. So it was raining over here this morning. So it's starting to clear off, and it's not supposed to rain again until Wednesday, I think. Maybe late tomorrow, but we'll see. I've got my tarp with me. I'm gonna see if I can pull a weather and see if I really need to put it up. I'd rather not, but I'll show you what we got here. So these campsites, I've come through here a bunch, and I always think I'm going to camp in here, it's awesome. I'm going to camp in here, it's awesome. And then I always have somewhere else I'm planning on going, or I'm planning on doing a certain amount of miles. I really had no plan today. So I got out here. I mean, it's probably, what is it now, 4:30? So it's not like it's early. I parked up the road a ways and just hiked down the road. Came over here. I really didn't know where I was going to go and where I was going to go. Before I came in, I stopped and checked Forgotten Camp, because I knew some of the trees in there were getting a little beat up. And Adam Z was out there. Oh, I don't know. It was a while ago, a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And he said a few trees had come down. So I went in there and I just checked it out. And yeah, there's some trees down, which is good, because I knew they were in rough shape, but you can't cut them if they're standing. Now that they've come down, I can go back there, set up camp, and use a saw, hand saw, and cut those up and get them out of the way. So that's good. But I figured I was gonna maybe go down and camp along Choke Creek. But I decided, you know what, I was coming through here, and it's a Monday, and it's like maybe it could rain, maybe not rain. So will there be anybody else out here? I'm gonna chance it. There's a bunch of campsites. There's one right over there. I think there's another one up there. There's one right there. There's one I'm in. There's one over there. There's one down there. There's a bunch of campsites in here. So maybe since it's not going to be too busy, there won't be anybody out here. Now we're still in a fire ban, so there's no. We got about 2 more weeks left in that fire ban. So no fire tonight, which is okay because everything is wet. And here's the other campsite here. This is pretty nice. But this is like the trail's right there. I'm across the creek from the trail, so I'm not right on it. And then Adam and I set up a camp across the creek in the winter a couple of years ago, because there's people camped here, and we decided to move down the trail. But yeah, let me show you what I got for my setup. I've used this hammock before as I was testing it, and there's no labels on this one because it was my test hammock for the new Redtail UL, which is what this is. This one is made from Cloud 71, and it's a little different than what I'm making. Just in the way I close up the ends is a little bit different now. It's a little bit smoother, and I use a different bug net. This is the heavier, like the standard bug net that I use on the regular red tails, because it's what I had. But other than that, and I don't put the pullouts on mine. There's no pullouts on this one. But the Cloud 71 is see-through. Hello. This weighs 11 ounces. That's light for a full hammock, and that's a full zipper. It goes all the way around. I just only have one half unzipped. So it's a light hammock. The Cloud 71 isn't for everybody, so I also added some Hexon 1.2 options to the UL, which is a little bit heavier, but it's also more, it's got a higher weight rating, and it's a little more durable. You got to be really careful with the Cloud 71 because it is such a light fabric. But I made sure my keys are out of my pocket. I don't wear it, like I have no snaps or buttons or rivets or anything on my pants. I never put my shoes. I never leave my shoes on when I get in a hammock. So it should be fine. But it's good for going lightweight. I mean, bringing like all my quilts with me kind of defeated that, but I have my 50-degree full length 70-inch quilt, and then I got my 50-degree shorty. So at my core, that'll give me like probably 30 degrees or so. And then I got my long 50 top quilt and my original short 50 top quilt that I made a little bit too short. It covers, but it's a little bit short, so I just tuck one inside the other. I did that set up a couple weeks ago, well, 2 weekends ago, car camping over at Francis Slocum State Park. I didn't record that, but again, I was using the Tensa stand, and I used my stacked quilts like that, and it got down to about what it's supposed to get to tonight, and that's perfectly fine. So watching those clouds rolling around, I think I might set up my tarp. I kind of don't want to, but it's my Dyneema tarp, so I still have plenty of light underneath there. Brought my stove. I've got just for coffee pretty much, and I brought my Kindle, and I'm just gonna chill. Yeah, it looks like it wants to rain. Definitely gonna set up my tarp. Let me do that real quick before I keep yapping. So got my tarp set up, and of course the sun comes out, but better safe than sorry. Good thing I did set it up too, because I forgot I've got my good cordage attached to my sil nylon tarp, and I always have extra cordage, but so I have enough. But it would have been a little harder to set up if it started raining. Their stuff is really quick. Yeah, just enough. So lots of room. Just one pole in the front to pull it out a little bit, and then using the tree in the back. I could use the pole back there if I wanted to, but there's a tree there, so I'll put it around there. And very easy to get that off. This cordage comes off. I don't leave my cordage behind. Really easy setup, and plenty of room in there. So just in case it does start to rain, I'm all set. Got my pack hanging from the head end. Got my jacket hanging from the foot end. I've got my ground sheet out, nice and neat. Super prepared. Usually not that organized. Speaking of organized, as usually happens, and I've got my Exos with me, my Osprey Exos, my summer pack. Was so excited I love the Atmos. It's great for the winter. Exactly what I need. But it's just so nice to have the bare minimum, have the small pack. And I got so excited in switching them over, as usually happens every year when I switch over. Like twice a year it'll happen. When I switch from my summer bag to my winter bag, and from my winter bag back to summer bag, I usually forget something, and I forgot my fire kit. No big deal. I wasn't gonna have a fire anyway because we are in a fire ban, and everything is all wet anyway, and I don't need it for food. I just picked up a wrap to go when I was at the store this morning doing my grocery shopping. I picked up a wrap to bring with me, and then for breakfast tomorrow, I didn't bring anything to cook. I've got a Cliff Bar, and I brought some chocolate chip cookies, some like really cheap store-bought chocolate chip cookies. They're not the best thing, but it'll be something. I was looking forward to having a coffee in the morning, but I can do that when I get home. No big deal. I'm trying to think if I got anything in the car. I could walk back up, but I don't think I have anything up there. I mean, I don't smoke, so it's not like I carry a lighter with me everywhere. I should put one in the food canister, the bear canister. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. But a nice little campsite. So far, pretty quiet. No one has come by. It's a little after 5. Let's see. Get a picture here. I think that's too far away. About that. That's a little too close. I'll crop it later. Yeah, let's go take a look at the creek. So I got plenty of water. I brought water for coffee and maybe some tea tonight, which I now don't need, so I can just drink what I have, and then if I need any in the morning, I have my Be-Free with me, so I can just scoop up some water and go. So let's see how slippery are these. Oh, not slippery at all. Whoa, that one was slippery. This is the water I'd most likely filter from. This is Butler Run. Very nice little run. And this takes me down to the waterfalls, which I could take a walk down to, and it's only 5 o'clock. Maybe I'll do that. I'll grab my water and take a walk down there. It's only, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile from here. Well, I'll show you. There's those sites over there. There's this one here. This is, I mean, you can get a hammock in here too. It's right on the water, but it is, I mean, Blaze campsite. At least that one's back away a little bit from the trail. But if you had to, you could camp there. And then there's something was rooting around here, probably deer. Seeing lots of newts today. And there's this campsite up here. Nope, that is slippery. I'm not going to step on that. So you got this site here. I thought there was another one over here. I know there's one up where the trail turns, but there's no sense in having that one anymore. These sites are here. It looks like there could be one back there too. Probably get to it from. Oh, there's the other fire pit. I knew there was no one over here. That's an older one. Look how green everything's getting. It's so nice. So green. All right, grab my water and figure I'll go down to the falls. I've been there before, but this close to them, might as well go down. That, and it's really buggy. That is the one thing about winter camping that I love, is that there's no bugs. Not as warm, bugs everywhere. And it just rained in this kind of wet area, so very buggy. It is supposed to drop down to like the high 40s tonight. I don't know if it will, but it should start to cool off. And if it gets down to at least the low 50s, these bugs will subside, which will be nice. Yeah, they just recently came through and re-blazed this. It's really blazed. Wonder if they put in a bridge while they're out here. Are you working? Wow. I just turned that off when I was putting this in my pocket. And it got caught on the loop on my pants, and it fell and hit that rock right on the lens. And it made this loud pop. And I thought, oh, that's the end of the GoPro. Seems like it's working. I'll play this back and see if audio and everything's working. That's pretty impressive. Going on 6 o'clock. Just getting back to camp. Nice and quiet down there. Well, peaceful. Not really quiet at the falls, but nice and peaceful down there. I did sit on a rock and got my shirt a little bit. Oops. But that's okay. Gonna chill out here at camp for a little bit. Eat my dinner. And I'm gonna get in the hammock and read my book. Beautiful out. Let's see what the thermal drop says. It was like 68 when I got here. It is now 64. So it's starting to drop a little bit. That's okay. Well, I wasn't going to show this because it's not really anything that fancy, but this is my dinner. Got it from Giant. Just a chicken Caesar wrap. And there's like a Caesar ranch dressing in there. $9 combo. This, a bag of chips, and a soda. That's not a deal. That's expensive. Everything's expensive. I did not get the deal though. I just got the sandwich. It was like $5. I don't know why chips and a soda would be that much more. Oh, come on. Alright, I need 2 hands to get this open. Oh my god. What are they trying to keep out of this thing? Alright. So there's the wrap. Caesar dressing. Probably the tastiest part of this whole thing. I've had these before. Not horrible, but definitely not gourmet. Well, that package is garbage. So we can eat this without eating bugs. It's alright. I won't make you watch me though. Got my bear canister wedged in the tree. Temperature's dropping nicely. It's down to about 62 now. And still got a little bit before sunset, but it's going to be behind those trees not too long from now. Turned in a really beautiful night. It's kind of looking white on the GoPro, but that sky's blue. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get in the hammock here, read my book. What is on me? I found some cordage. I'll take that out with me. I'll put it beneath my bag. Take that out with me. And I'm gonna get in the hammock and read my book and see if I hear any coyotes or owls or anything like that. If I do, I'll bring it up. If I do, I'll bring it back. If I don't, probably won't talk to you till the morning. Because I'm going to enjoy the birds and get away from the bugs. They're starting to get aggressive again. Oh, good morning. Oh, hey, I don't know what the temperature is. I got up last night, maybe 2 o'clock or so. 1 o'clock. Sorry, still asleep. It was 51. It doesn't feel like it got much colder than that. I stayed perfectly warm. Oh, a little after 7, and really peaceful. Lots of owls last night. Lots of owls. They were everywhere. So many owls. It was cool. It's actually hard to sleep at one point. There's so many owls. See, every time I hear owls, I want to listen to them. So if I hear them, I kind of perk up a little bit. I did hear coyotes. And then this morning, my hypnagogia was acting up, and I kept thinking that there's people walking by, which would seem like it makes sense because I'm on a hiking trail, but when I would look out the hammock, I was in like a park. It was like a parking lot behind me, and a paved trail and a bike trail. And the funny thing is I kept falling back to sleep, thinking, okay, that's just my hypnagogia. Go back to sleep. And then I'd hear something, and I'd wake up again, and I was in the same park. That's never happened before. It happened like 5 or 6 times. It was funny. Obviously, I'm not in a park. I'm in a state forest. And it was dark. Because when I did wake up, it was still dark. So it's kind of funny. But I sit here remembering I don't have my fire kit, so I can't make coffee. So I'm gonna get up and break down. Eat my cookies. Just turning 8 a.m. All packed up. Camp is clean. I grabbed an extra cordage. Really nice campsite. Really nice. And I think that little creek is just loud enough you can hear it, but not too loud. Really nice. Really, really nice. So, not a long hike out of here. I did for a minute think about going back down, checking out the falls, but Was this there last night? If it was foggy or something like that, maybe I would be a little bit different. But, yep, time to head on out. I know these aren't slippery because I've been across them like 5 times. There we go. That's probably not really coming through how pretty that is. I don't know if you can see this little bird right here. I don't know if you can see him. I'm listening to the Cooper's hawk out here. I think it's Cooper's hawk. There's a hawk of some kind out here. I'm just standing here listening to him, trying to find him. And 2 of those little birds came from over here, and I didn't hear them till they got right here, and they opened their wings up and they turned. They're right next to my head. Don't see the hawk. Oh, there's 2 of them. There's one out there too. Definitely sound like Cooper's hawks. And I heard a bunch from out here yesterday when I was coming in. Look, kamikaze birds. Give you an idea of how wet it's been. A lot of times this is dry. Although this is better than I've seen it in the spring. They've fixed the outflows here, so it's not flooding. A lot of water in the pond. Well, I've camped since it's been spring, but this is the first one that felt like spring. So it was nice. I'm actually too warm now. It was only about, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes to get to the car. 20 minutes to get to the car. So, warmed up quickly. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Nice to get a camp in this week, because looking at the weather, it's gonna rain for the rest of the forecast. So, good to sneak one in. That's gonna do it for me for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go home and build some hammocks. See you in the next.